Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Monday, April 20th, 2026. We're going to do a follow-up from last night's video and roll through this real quick and get this out to you so we can look for our catalyst going into Tuesday. So the important thing, there's not a whole lot on the data for the economy and such. So I think all eyes are on the Iran ceasefire that expires tomorrow after the bell, meaning midnight tomorrow. So before the bell on Wednesday, we should see some sort of price movement in the market. So inside day so far. And yeah, so we're doing this intraday about 2:30 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get these videos intraday, consider becoming a YouTube supporter. It's $3 to get these intraday. It comes with the Discord, Cheddar data, and if you want the further insight videos, it's $10 a month on YouTube. And if you want a discount, go to Patreon, and you can do the $90 for the full year. Okay, so here we go. We have SPX and the daily time frame. We're looking at this megaphone structure. You have this breakout, and we just back tested today. That's just to keep this really, really simple. Okay, so let's look at some indicators that we have here. There's our moving averages. Finally, the 8 starting to catch up. That does occur. We waste a little bit of time. I think we have a little bit further to go. Again, off of Friday's or Sunday's video and Friday, really. We're holding here. It's just a slight back test of this megaphone breakout here. Okay, so we're going to see if this megaphone holds. And while that's happening, we're still extremely, extremely overbought. We're in the 71 territory. And yes, I did change my RSI to 14. I know if you've been following me, we're using a more sensitive 5-day, which would take us into the 90s there. And that's what I use. I like the more sensitive structure for the daily time frame. The weekly is a 4. And the monthly is a 4 here. Okay, so we have our slow stochastic starting to roll over. Let's see if we can get a sell signal. Nothing yet. We're still headed to the upper border of the MACD, the McClellan oscillator. All right, let's see if this starts to roll over. We're still making new highs on the oscillator. We're extremely overbought, and that's a condition. Clearly, it can last in either direction with this sort of just extreme move. It's not sustainable. Okay, and we're in those conditions for at least a contrarian reversal here. There's nothing that moving averages don't say anything bearish. We're in conditions for reversal. We have the Bollinger Band. Now that was a sell setup here, pushing on the band in a extreme overbought situation. So here's your RSI with the 5 here. Okay, in the 70-30, that's just a standard. You keep that for the 70 is overbought, 30 is oversold, and the 5 is just a sensitivity. I like the 5 because there's 5 trading days in the week, and it works in my brain better. Okay, money flow, DMARC. Still working on this DMARC so far. We have a 4 count. Can we get to a 9? No setup right here. Elliott oscillator, just green. No setup from there. Okay, we're going to check out a few other things as well. And make sure you play this video at 1.5 speed. I know you have other videos. You have other things you want to do in life. Play these so you can get all the information out there. And then you can do other things while doing that. So it seems we found a low in the VIX, and we're starting to fight with the 100 and the 8. I do think we still pull back to the 200 here while we go a little bit higher in the market, and I think this will diverge from the SPX. Okay, so we have our low. We're looking for SPX to make a high, and I always like pointing this out in the Discord. And sometimes when you have all that bad news, it shows the VIX, gapping up just to pull back so the market can be bought up. It happens all the time. Like, for example, here you have this low, you have a reversal, the market gapped up, and the market probably went a little bit higher as this closed the gap. And then, of course, it worked its way off. But still, that's what's happening right now. It gapped up all that bad information that was coming out over the weekend just to close the gap and let the market be bought up. All right, so right now, timing for the market, we're working on a VIX cycle low. I'm trying to highlight it here. Sorry. Okay, we're looking at 427. So next week, we'll be looking for VIX cycle low, which should mean some sort of top in the market. And remember, that's a window here. So I'll bring that up again. We're not quite there. Towards the end of the week, middle to end of the week, we'll talk about this in more depth. Okay, so I want to show BTC kind of in that same position that we've been looking at, this bear flag, right? I brought out the points up top here, and we're still looking for that 50% fib retracement. We got above the 382. We can get rid of that. You can leave it on there if you want to. It's going to act as support afterwards. Actually, right now it did. It back tested right now. I didn't realize this candle. With the gap down, we're going to push off the 8 EMA and likely hit that 100 moving average and 50%. And I think that will probably be it, seeing how this is just one big bear flag, very similar to the last. All right, we haven't showed cannabis in a while. So MJ is starting to get a bid, Tilray, the whole market, and it's starting to push up, but no setup yet here for me. If you would have caught it maybe at the false breakdown from the 786, maybe that's a good spot for you. But I was looking for maybe something a little bit more, I guess, if we could see this come up to maybe the 200 moving average and then give us a pullback and look for a lower high. Then I'll start. It doesn't change anything from the IRA positions where we're holding the actual stock and ETFs. But for options, for me, I need to see some sort of market structure to the upside. And we're just now starting to get, a low. We need a higher low at this point. All right. MSauce. So that's, again, a nice breakout here. We're getting back above the 200, just in a little bit better posture with a higher low here than MJ. So I could imagine what's happening here is the U.S. market has relative strength, and it is more volatile anyway. And so this will probably start leading the market. If the U.S. Things change with the federal government and such, this will certainly lead the world in the cannabis arena. All right, MJ, in other words. Okay, well, let's go to SPY. We'll go to the 65. It's kind of where we left off here. There's that upper wedge. It's holding on to here. I doubt that it's going to close the gap first, but if it does, we're still looking at the same retracements for this structure. You still have this structure that's possibly in play right now. And to me, I don't have the Elliott wave count here, but we share that with members. But it does feel like this is starting to play out at this point. So we're pulling back here. We should have one more high. And with that said, the indicators, let's go with that. I'll show you what these should probably look like. So you have the moving averages. You have your RSI started to pull back, right? So we have our 14 set up there. Good. So we were up here in the 80 range, almost to 90 on the RSI, and the standard one is insane. So we're coming out of that. And so what I suspect is we'll go up a little bit higher. We showed those targets yesterday, and we'll look for a negative divergence here. We don't have one at this point, but it does appear that we started to break a trend here in the RSI. Okay, so the trend's breaking down. Doesn't mean the market is reversing right off this point, but you can see this initial move here is exhausted. We're coming back, and I think we'll get a lower high here, and then we'll look for negative divergence with a higher high up here. Okay, and slow stochastic, we already cycled all the way to the other end with this correction, so I don't think it's going to end up back underneath this wedge yet for a false breakout. I think we'll cycle up first, and then we'll look for the MACD, on the other hand, to do the same thing. Look how extreme this is. That's unordinary, okay? But we don't have any divergence. Again, if we do see a new high, which I think we will, we have some unfinished business, we'll look for negative divergence on the 65-minute here. So we'll have a nice setup coming up here soon, it appears. Bollinger Band, you got that sell signal. Boom, boom. The money flow, you had that divergence, which gave us a correction here. We should probably see another divergence form here tomorrow or the next day, going into the catalyst. All right, DMARC, we have 9.9. It went up a little higher. Now it's correcting here. No setup yet. They're starting to get a 9 count below. That could mark a low there. Elliott oscillator, again, a wave 3 into 5, and we should see one more near term 3 into 5 as well. All right, we're gonna end off with the VIX here. Super quick video, 11 minutes so far. That might be a record here for the daily. So we're starting to get this move that we're talking about, and we could close this gap coming up here tomorrow. And so essentially we're going to keep the arrows the same here, where we got this move up. We're looking for a back test, and possibly you can call that maybe a left shoulder head, right shoulder, some sort of inverse head and shoulder. And we'll look for the breakout to at least test the 23 area or the gap. So right in this area, we'll probably get some sort of reaction off of it. And at most, I could see maybe a back test of this former trend line that we have. All right. So I doubt things will get so drastic that we just rip through a gap. If we do want to get through all of this, a huge gap up would make a massive island gap, and that would be very bearish for the market. So that's not unheard of. You know, that could happen. It happened the other way. Why can't it happen this way? So we'll see what happens. We'll see where we get to. Tomorrow we should pull back here on the VIX and get a little bit higher SPX, and that should set up for a nice trade for VXX, as a matter of fact, to the upside. We should grab some calls there and some puts in the overall indices. Okay. All right, you guys, that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching us here at OptionsTender. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I want to see you in the Discord. Come check us out.